I said that to illustrate how important sex is for men, where they will sit there on a date with a girl they don't like, endure stupid conversation with her, and talk to her for the potential of getting sex, to include spending money and spending time in something that isn't guaranteed. If that doesn't prove that men want sex to a higher degree, I don't know what else does.
But that was the point. Is like if a woman, like, he's looking for something, which is probably sex, and if he's going on a first date and he's not looking to actually be in a relationship with her, all he wants is sex, then he has to pay for that.
But the woman has a leverage, and she's the one that's taking his time and money, so she's in a predatory situation.
Then pay for it. His time.
What?
Then pay for it.
Pay for what?
The date, the leverage, or whatever it is. The woman.
Are you listening to anything I'm saying?
Not necessarily, really.
Look, if we're gonna have a conversation, you're gonna try to like rebut my points. You need to actually say, you need to listen to what I'm saying so you can actually respond properly.
I was saying,
it doesn't matter what you're saying unless you're listening to what I'm saying so you can respond properly.
I was listening to what you were saying.
What did I say then?
I'm telling you that if a woman goes on a date, she's looking for if a man.
What did I say?
I don't know. I'm forgetful.
Okay.
It's a literal problem. I'm forgetful. They can vouch for me.
All right, well, look, if you're forgetful, that's your problem, not mine necessarily. So if you can't engage in a conversation properly, then maybe I should just move on to someone that can engage in a conversation properly.
Can I respond to your point? Can I say something really quick? So then,
and please pay attention, because if you're going to hurt the quiet of the show like that, and you know.
I wasn't trying to.
Well, you are.
I was trying to answer, and then you went and spoke to somebody else, so I lost train of thought.
Well, yeah, she was trying to come in and defend you, and she didn't do too much. So my thing is, if you're gonna come in and you're gonna be engaged in a conversation, like, this isn't let me just talk to listen to myself talk.
I apologize.
Like, listen to what I'm saying so that you can respond properly. Stop interrupting me when I'm speaking, please.
Well, I apologize.
Okay. Well, you can stop talking now.
Can I respond to your point?
About what?
About how women are like punishing men by using them on first dates and then they're not getting anything out of it?
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
Well, once a woman sleeps with a man, he has the power.
Yes.
So if you look at it through that lens and that dynamic, women need to hold on to the power that they do have in those early stages.
Yep.
And they need to be scrutinizing. Because if they go on a first date and they're like looking at it through a man's lens of, oh, well, he just spent $100 and I'm going to, I feel bad, so I'm going to sleep with him, she loses. So
I understand that.
So that's what I would say to your point.
So modern dating, like, overwhelmingly, men are the ones that, put their nuts on the line, their time on the line, their money on the line, their energy, their resources on the line to deal with women that don't necessarily like them and or even care to want to get to know them, whatever. What I'm trying to say is, like, guys will do all that in the pursuit of sex and hang out with a girl that they don't even like.
So here's what I think women need to do a better job at, because I know quite a few women who are dinner daters, and they will go on multiple dates with a guy.
It's never going to change.
But, well, what I think they should do, which I do, is if you know off the bat that you're not into someone, don't go on a second or third date. Sure. Now, also, though, with men, if you feel like this is the best girl you could possibly get with, and you want to impress her because you think that will elevate your status, you like her femininity, then I think testing her and cheaping out on a date might be shooting yourself in the foot. Because if you see her value, you're going to want to spend money on her.
Would it be better for him to level up his game so she's not the best?
Look, no, hold on. Most women don't have as much value as you're trying to purport, to be honest with you. The reality is men bring value to relationships, not women. Women are a dime a dozen. Most of them are attractive to a degree, and most of them are fairly similar. The problem is that a lot of girls think that they're special, and they think, I'm a dime a dozen, I'm so special, blah, blah, blah. The reality is you guys are not as special as you think you guys are. The things that you bring to the table that you think make you special, like status and a career no one gives a fuck about, and the things that men actually look for in women are scarce. Not being a whore, not being annoying, not being loud and obnoxious, not being all over the internet showing your body off, etc. This is what's actually rare, but women go ahead and covet things that men don't really value that much, and they think that's what makes them special, and it doesn't.
So can I say something? Right, but it sounds like you're trying to save men from nature. Predatory behavior is not gender specific. He wants something that's his nature. It is a high level of I want vagina. With her, it's a high level of I want protector, provider. That is the nature, and life isn't fair. We all watch Discovery Channel. There's that bird that spins for 3 hours trying to get the attention of that ladybird, and the ladybird says, maybe, yeah, or no. But it seems like humans are the only ones that don't understand. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Keep it pushing. But instead, you want to change the nature of a thing. Women will never change. Right. Men will never change. It is not gender specific. The bird knows it, and he spins for 3 hours, and sometimes he doesn't get laid.
Yeah, but the problem is that
he spins again,
the problem is that he's spinning for a female who isn't going to be useless to what she's supposed to do. Women, right? Human women, a lot of the times, don't necessarily deserve the type of man that they think that they deserve, and they don't bring to the table the thing that men used to be able to get for all these things that you guys cherish and want in men. We used to be able to get a dutiful, submissive, good girl that wasn't a whore, that we could be rest assured that more than likely she had less than 3 body count by the time we married her, or a virgin. Like, yes, you're saying that since the beginning of time, that's how it's been and everything else like that, but it's not a fair deal for men anymore. So, and women, here's the thing. Women have a worse product. They're more whores. They're fatter. They're uglier. They're ruder, etc. And they're still demanding the top tier guys. So what I'm saying is like, yo, this is a losing war for you. You need to go ahead and come in and date more defensively and understand that women have changed and they're not necessarily going to give you what you think you want or deserve. So I'm telling guys what it really is.
Isn't it a losing war on the submissiveness?
And the last thing I'll say real quick, and I'll turn it to you, is I lost my train of thought. Go ahead with the submissiveness.
Okay, so women have been submissive, and they'll
Wait, hold on. What'd you say? Excuse me?
Didn't you tell me to keep up when I lost my train of thought?
I'm saying a million things right now, running a show, answering questions, dealing with 11 girls plus. Just get the fuck out of here, dude. Just get out. Just leave.
Can I say
Just
something?
leave. We're not going to lower the IQ of the podcast for you. What are you saying?
So on submissiveness.
Yeah, just leave. And I don't know what the fuck you think this is.
Women have catered to men. Women have catered to men, and sometimes the women don't get treated the same for even doing all these things. So why should women just effortlessly give it to
Can
this
I
man
comment
who
on that, though?
supposedly has value and brings something to the table.
Sure, you want to comment on that?
Well, I was gonna say, ever something like 1800s, why did the men have to go fight a duel? They were the ones who shed blood for her actions.
stature.
Like, the men were responsible.
Stature. I don't sit down.
I mean, yeah, the women catered to the men, but also the men were held responsible for what they did. And
That's old school
I
premise. That's the
know
old
what I'm trying to
school-
say, but I'm just
No,
saying,
I know exactly
with
what
the
you're trying
rise
to
of
say.
femininity and where it's gone, though, with feminism and stuff, I feel like it's important for people like Myron, who gives a voice to men that are in a hopeless situation. Like, where feminism is going, it leaves men in a hopeless world.
But what about women who
Where-
get trauma? They have trauma. There's domestic violence. There's abuse. There's
We get that,
narcissism.
but we've overcorrected for feminism now, where women have all the leverage. And there's
It's
nothing wrong with
about-
that.
it's almost about revenge
in
nowadays.
dating, women have all the leverage, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, the guy will go out on a date with the girl. He's still expected to adhere to his masculine duty of paying for the date, leading the date, planning the date, all this other stuff, right? But the woman isn't necessarily adhering to her feminine duties and responsibilities. He can rest assured that he's going to get a girl
They
that's
don't even
probably
know what
masculine
those
to a degree.
are. They didn't even know what the duties are.
Yeah, a lot of girls don't even know what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to behave. Like, he's going to go ahead and fight tooth and nail and be chivalrous to a woman that isn't necessarily a lady back. She's going to have bodies on her. She's going to be involved in maybe a profession or a career. She's going to be masculinized. She's going to have maybe a child, etc. These are all things that guys didn't have to deal with 50, 60, 70 years ago.
I think the problem is, like, most women expect the same treatment of a traditional treatment, but
20th
they don't
century
want to be
expectations.
traditional themselves. And I've seen it
Exactly.
a lot. Like, I mean, maybe it's a social media like saturating my brain with it, but you see it all over, where it's like a woman's like, I'm a bad bitch, I'm independent, like, he better give me this, he better give me that, but I don't know how to cook, I don't know how to clean. You know, I really actually don't want to have sex with you unless the dick is going to be to my satisfaction. But I do deserve this, I do deserve that, I deserve this, I deserve that.
You guys had a video when I